Hello English 100. This is your third video about revising Essay 3 for Week 15 class. This video will be about staying focused in a long paper. First, a reminder that you have this list of to-dos, the 4 steps for revising Essay 3, read and think more, clarify your argument, beef up your argument, and cleanup time. And these are all notes that I wrote after reading the rough drafts. Because this video is about staying focused in a long paper, I want to remind you that one of the best ways to stay focused is to keep working on your outline. For a long paper, you are going to have more than 5 body paragraphs. You might have 10, you might have 12, you might even have 15 body paragraphs. So you have to keep working on your plan. And you have to make sure that every part of your paper supports your thesis. For this video, I want to focus on the idea of transitions. So in a long paper, you have to use transitions. You have to move your reader from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. And your reader might forget what your thesis was. Your reader might forget what your topic was. And so you have to keep your reader's mind on it, page after page in a long paper. So this handout here, which you can find in Canvas, is about using transitions to stay focused in a long paper. And what I have in this handout is examples of transitions. Think of a transition as being any words you use to move from one thing to the next. And often the most important transitions are at the beginning of a paragraph, because at the beginning of a paragraph, you have to move your reader to the new thing. So I have sample transitions for 3 different essay topics in this handout. So that you can see that this part is about topic 1, Tara. And this next page is about topic 2, Dad. So I wrote sample transitions. And the next page is about topic 3, Sean. So I have sample transitions for 3 of our essay topics in this handout, which you can find in Canvas. So let's focus on topic 1, Tara. So again, in order to stay focused in a long paper, you keep coming back to your essay question. You make sure you're answering it for the whole paper. So for topic 1, Tara, I put your essay question right here. And of course, everything is about supporting the thesis. So I wrote a sample beginning of a thesis. Tara, in spite of not going to school, learns and figures out her identity by. So this might be a way you could set up your thesis. And my advice for you is to use transitions at the beginning of each paragraph to stay focused in a long paper. To stay focused in a long paper. So here's sample transitions. Notice that I use key ideas from the topic and from the thesis at the beginning of every body paragraph, BP. Remember, these are sample paragraph beginnings. And the idea is that each beginning of a paragraph references the main theme of the essay. So in the thesis, it says that Tara learns. So beginning of a paragraph, as a small child, Tara learns by. Another aspect of Tara's process of learning is that she. An additional way Tara becomes educated is that she. So notice that for a paragraph beginning, you're referring back to your thesis and your topic at the beginning of every paragraph. At one point when Tara is a teenager, she furthers her education by. So all these are keeping your reader's mind on that theme of learning and becoming educated. Later, as a college student, Tara will realize that her education as a child, so you can use different words, but you keep referring back to the main theme of your paper at the beginning of every paragraph. Also, another theme for topic 1 is figuring out her identity. So Tara is figuring out who she is as a person. So some of your body paragraphs will be about that, if that's your thesis. Tara begins to figure out her identity when, in order to discover who she is, Tara must. So at the beginning of each paragraph throughout a very long paper, remember this one, you might be on page 7 or 8 or 9 by this point. So your reader won't remember your thesis, won't remember your main theme unless you stay focused on it. And again, if you're doing topic 2, Dad's belief system, that's your focus. And so all these transitions, beginning of paragraphs, will be about that main theme. One aspect of Dad's beliefs is that. Another unusual belief held by Jean Westover is that. And again, if you're doing topic 3, Sean, I have samples here. The topic is Sean and misogyny and sexism. And I wrote some sample transitions. So the sample transitions are the kind of words that I might use if I was writing the paper. And you're welcome to steal any of these and put them in your paper if they help you to stay focused. So again, my advice for you is to use transitions at the beginning of each paragraph to stay focused on your topic for the whole of a long paper. And that's it. I hope that was helpful.